So we were introduced to our two main characters, I assume, Rin and the pink hair girl, who I thought is Sakura, but after editing, I was thinking that there's probably like three sisters, and the older sister was probably calling to like another younger sister on where the whereabouts of her sisters. What a sentence that is. But it seems like my sideburn is going haywire. My god. Okay. Anyways, we had two other characters that we've seen in the opening talking about the outdoor activities club. So I assume that we're going to get introduced to them and also to the club as well. And, you know, we're gonna go right back to where we were in the beginning of the first episode with everybody together camping at night and everything, you know, extra cozy and all. I will say after the first episode, I ended up watching more bushcraft videos. I specifically nowadays, I specifically like the ones where they travel in their car and they turn their car into a camp. Like they got like a 4x4 truck and then they turn that truck. Anyways. If you guys like the content, remember to leave this video a like and subscribe if you haven't. And if you didn't like the content, dislike the video and unsubscribe if you were subscribed before. Anyways, let's get started. So we've got our new girl, the pink hair girl, who's a transfer. Outdoor girl. Consomme. That's a Mexican soup, is it? She invited you? Oh, she's also at your school. Oh, Nadeshiko. Okay, I'll write that in a bit. This is the second time she passed by you. Okay, so she is heading on over. She's, I'm not sure if she had the interest initially to ride her bike all the way to Mount Fuji. So I would assume she was interested. That or, you know, Rin put that I was gonna say sacrifice. Put that interest in her. Two? Ah. They haven't done anything in a while, well, since they started. Oh, we get to see this. What is this place? What? It's just a slim hallway with like shelves. Is it all dusty in here or what? Oh. 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 Someone's snooping. She locks the door. Alright. She couldn't believe her eyes that someone was here. A mysterious camping girl. Okay, so it is. Okay. You guys can survive with just two people? What? Of course you need at least 4. Decisions. Wow, that change of tone. What a fucking name, Jesus Christ. Everybody just... Exactly. Why were you fucking complaining about how 3 people would be cramping here? So what, you guys burn all the fucking fallen leaves already? I was thinking, I'm just like, are they just gonna get in trouble for this? Like, You know, nowadays, there are just tents that will pop up by itself. Oh, she just got her hair done. God, this... I swear, that thing's gonna fucking smack her right in her face. Well, it is fucking cheap. What a meddler. Damn. I just got a friend. Oh. Uh-oh. Is she just gonna jump through the window? I like that we just ended that scene. Oh, what are you making? The thing that you were talking about? So what, you just have ramen? Next time, huh? Damn. I very much enjoy that. I always like shows or anime or books that incorporates like text messages. That's why I was seeing them use that in the beginning of the first episode. Oh, money. Think of the benefits if you brought someone else. They could pay for half of the fee, am I right? Yeah, better make use of all the space that you've got. That's a really nice view, though. Just to see Mount Fuji. Every time she holds the phone like that, I keep thinking that she's gonna cover up one of her cameras, but I forget that her phone only has one camera. Sorry, they're just Shiba Inus, it looks like. Uh-oh. So close, yet so far. Oh! So you're saying it's an Instagram-worthy shot, huh? Relatable. The sun's out and everything. Well, you know. Oh. All you need to do is wiggle the leash for a bit, you know? Oh. The wind over the grazing grass. Very nice. Kind of looks like if I were to remake it, it'd probably be like a Gaussian blur with a mask on it. And then like use the mask to make it a certain shape that looks like the wind. And you just get it sweep across. That's what it looks like to me anyways. It just looks like a blur going over, you know, to showcase that it's the wind. Wow! But you did say you were interested a little bit. She brought the ingredients. Oh, time for some outdoor cooking. Oh, I was thinking. Really fucking doxed her. Ooh, a hot pot. It just ends by— Really? You're gonna give me the— Wait, hold on. I think this is, okay. I actually can't tell whether this is the ending, like the actual ending, or— Yeah, okay. Having hot pot outside in the— out in the wilds sounds pretty cozy. Also, I say that things like camping and everything sound very cozy, but like, I'd probably never do it. Because as much as it is, I hate bugs. I also get very cold. Very easily. I am not built for the outdoor life. It's usually say it's mochi. So it's like, is it chewy or is it like crumbly? How many has she had? Oh my god, Jesus Christ. She ate the— Oh. This new girl's going places. Oh, okay. Okay, so we're having the hot pot in the next episode. Alright. Alright, but well, I guess we'll go back to the center. Alright, so that was episode 2 of Yuru Camp. Let me know what you guys think about it in the comments down below. You know that I always like talking to you guys. For me, I thought that this was a pretty nice episode. It introduces, well, continues to introduce us to the characters and the group that will eventually be, you know, later on in the series, I assume. And we're starting to see that interest that our two main characters, Rin and Nadeshiko, are giving to one another, where for Rin, she's interested in the idea of camping not solo, you know, do a little duo camping and all that, because of Nadeshiko. But on the other hand, you know, because of Rin, Nadeshiko is now interested in the outdoors, you know, the outdoor activities, which is the reason why she ended up joining the outdoor activities club. And then of course we have Saitou, who is Rin's friend, and as Rin says, she is a meddler, and so that's exactly what she's doing. She's meddling into shit. So I might as well just talk about the small stuff, which is the two members of the— well, I mean now the 3 members, but originally the 2 members of the Outdoors Activity Club, Aoi and Chiaki, who when I'm looking at this shot, right? Yeah, obviously I wasn't paying attention, but now that like I've just been— this screen has just been sitting here, and I've just been looking at it, and like Chiaki's forehead is just, you know, it's like an egg shape, her head. You know, it's kind of spooky. Like, I wasn't really thinking too much about it, but the more I'm looking at it, and the more I'm seeing where her bangs are compared to where her eyebrows are, we haven't really learned too much about them right now, although I feel like Aoi is, you know, the more chilled counterpart to Chiaki, who seems to be— I was gonna say hot-headed, but not really. It's like she's taken by impulse, you know, that sort of feel. And then she had to be pulled back by Aoi, kind of like with when Nadeshiko was here, and she was just kind of like, hey, I want to join your club. And then Chiaki's just like, no, we're not looking for members right now. And her reason was, well, it's gonna be cramped in this room if there's 3 of us here. And, you know, Aoi had to talk her out of it. It's like, hey, if we get more members, especially if we get like 4 members, we can get a bigger room so that you don't have to fucking complain about this place being too small. Which I was just like, yeah, I'm like, is that the whole fucking thing with clubs and everything? But then Chiaki also goes and says like, oh, it doesn't matter if this place is small. You know, we can go out, our activities is outdoors. So like, we have all the space in the world out there outside of our club. Which, I mean, I guess that's just her, you know, trying to impress the club member, considering that we saw them in the previous episode talking about how they created this club, but they haven't really gone camping since the creation of this club. Like, they both have an interest in outdoor camping, but they're not doing it because it's just way too fucking cold right now. But overall, it seems like they really are interested in camping. It's just that they haven't really found the initial point to actually do it in the first place, because we can see that, you know, they've got all these books and magazines and everything, and they've got all these camping gears, you know, they've got fire logs in there, they've got the pine cones and everything. So it'll be interesting to see them, you know, actually doing what their club should be doing and going out camping. Moving away from them and going on to Saitou. Just because why not? You know, again, I want to get rid of all the small talking points that I wanted to say. Saitou and her relationship with Rin. I very much kind of already like it, because as I mentioned, I really like when shows or books or mangas or whatever, you know, any series showcases texting, and just to see two friends texting to each other, I very much enjoy that. It just gives that, you know, that modern feeling. It's just like how I very much enjoy series that incorporates the internet and all that. So it's very nice, and I really like the way that Rin and Saitou talk to each other, you know, but the way that they're both just shit talking with each other, I very much enjoyed that. And of course, the way that the both of them are counterparts, if I'm talking about, like, you know, Aoi Chiaki, you know, and how they're a little bit of like counterparts of each other. That's kind of how it feels like, but you know, Rin and Nadeshiko are also a little bit on the opposite end as well. But I like Rin and Saitou's relationship, and how, you know, even though Rin is out here preferring to be by herself and camping and everything, we see that Saitou, well, I mean, she wouldn't want to camp in the cold either way, but, you know, she doesn't really mind it, and she's the one who ends up texting Rin like, hey, where are you right now? You know, oh, you're out camping? Send me some pictures. So I like that, you know, the fact that Saitou is giving her that space. But also, again, she wouldn't want to camp out in the freaking cold. And also, the sun was like beaming through her room, and she was still in bed. She was texting, and when Rin was giving her all those pictures, she's like, oh, she look at her, she's just fucking outside. Well, guess it's time for me to get out of bed. I love that, dude. And then, you know, she opened the window, felt how cold it is, just immediately went back to bed. Relatable. And then there's the whole thing with Rin talking about how Saitou is a meddler. Because, you know, Rin much prefers to keep everything to herself, and she's not going to help people, even if she knows how to help people. She's like, fuck that shit, I'm not touching these people with a 7-foot pole. And so Saitou is the one who's like, okay, well, I guess I'll go and help them then. And I love that, you know, Rin's the one who said, you're a meddler. And that's exactly what Saitou decided to do. You know, she pointed out that Rin is the one who gave her this knowledge of fixing the tent the pole for the tent and everything. And she was also the one who freaking texted Nadeshiko where Rin is. I love that. She's just like, fuck it, dude. You're gonna get a friend whether you like it or not. And finally, there's Rin and Nadeshiko. And I kind of feel like I talked a little bit about Rin already through Saitou, but yeah, well, you know, Rin is just that person who, again, wants to keep to herself. She's, I would assume she's an introvert. And we can see that in the way that, again, she refuses to help people because she'd rather not talk to them, and also the fact that she literally goes camping where the only people there is her and nature, and of course all the staff and everything, and some other people who are camping, but you know, those people aren't exactly meddling in her affairs as long as she's not meddling in their affairs. So she's really out in a place where she can truly be alone, and she's just reading books all the fucking time. And then there's Nadeshiko, who is the spark to their pine cones, which, you know, I was just thinking about that in my head, and when I say it, it kind of sounds stupid, but yeah, she's the spark to their pine cones. She's the fire starter out here, dude. That's what it kind of feels like in this episode, where it's Nadeshiko who's coming into the outdoors activity club and kind of getting them to talk about the outdoors, and I would assume she would eventually get them to actually do some outdoor activities instead of sitting around and moping and not really taking that first step. Whereas with Rin, you know, again, she's giving Rin that slight interest of like what it would feel camping with other people instead of just camping by herself. But in the beginning with Rin and how she says like, I want to eat some food that isn't ramen for a change. And so when she finally goes camping again, she talks about how like, oh, it's gonna be so good to be able to cook some food and not have to eat ramen. But I didn't exactly see any supermarkets, so I didn't buy any recipes, so here we are with ramen again. And, you know, she says the magical words, I'll try it again next time, which, you know, if you don't try it now, there's probably a big chance that you're never going to try it. It's always gonna be a next time. So I like that, you know, again, with Rin saying I'll try again next time, and Nadeshiko coming in after, you know, Saitou the meddler gives her Rin's location. It's Nadeshiko who's bought all these ingredients and suggesting that they get to try hot pot. I like that it's Nadeshiko right now who is starting everything. You know, she's the one who's turning the gears. She's the one who's fucking moving things along the way, or else all these high school kids are going to be fine being in their own low comfort space. And so yeah, there's the other thing, you know, which is why it's just another analogy, another term, you know, let's say that she's not just the fire star, she's the person who's bringing people out of their comfort zone. So that is very, very nice. Anyways, if I have anything else to say, I will write it in the description down below. Thank you guys for sticking around, and I will see you guys in the next episode.